What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Wizard, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the next generation of sport games, specifically on the Xbox One. That's the console I have. So I'm going to call upon you guys, the viewers, the PlayStation Nation that still subscribes to my channel, even though I don't have a PlayStation, to fill in the blanks that I'm leaving out. Tell me the ups and downs of playing these games on the PlayStation 4 and on the PlayStation 3 compared to the 360 and the Xbox One. That's my area of expertise. That's what I got. So I'm leaving it up to you guys to kind of fill me in the comment section down below. I'd like to get a conversation about this going, so I'll be replying to as many comments as possible, so don't be afraid to drop something down there, maybe get some other viewers interacting and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's jump right in to the topic for today's video. As you can tell, we got some amazing NHL 15 gameplay performed by yours truly, completely destroying the Canadiens with the Bruins 8-1 in a solid 3-period standard difficulty matchup. And so I'm basically going to be talking more about NHL 15 in the series compared to Madden and FIFA. Not so much because I don't have necessarily those games with me at the time. That's not what I was recording. So anyways, NHL 15 just came out last week on the 9th, same day as Destiny. Tough day to release a game. But so far, I've played a good number of hours of NHL 15, and I must say I am truly impressed with the changes they've made from NHL 14 and even some of the earlier ones. Obviously, it's going to be much better, not only with the graphics that have improved just based on new technology and all that stuff that has cropped up over the years, but also just the general physics of the game. Each player is assigned their own physics. The puck has its own physics. And the ice, I don't know if you want to call it physics, but it has real-time wear and tear. There'll be chips in the ice. Different parts will be smoother than others. The puck will bounce off sticks. It'll roll. It'll jump over little cracks. All that stuff that happens in real life will happen in the game. It makes it a lot more unpredictable, but yet a lot more realistic. And I think that's the first sign of where these games are headed in the next couple years. We see games like Madden, one of the, if not the biggest sport game out there right now on any console, Madden 15, the latest version of it, and it's massively successful and massively popular. And the changes, they just keep making it better and better. Like I said, same thing goes for FIFA and NHL. Not only are the graphics getting better, but the gameplay mechanics are catching up to the graphics, and together they form a perfect unity of sorts for the game, and just make these games not only stunning to look at, but stunning to play. I remember one time, me and my brother were playing, it must have been like NHL 14 or 13, down in our living room. We were going at it, hashing it out on the ice, and my mom came in and asked if we were watching the Bruins. She thought it was a real thing. Same thing happened with FIFA. Granted, my mom does not know much about video games, but it was still a funny instance where these games look so realistic that people will mistake it for actual a live broadcast of the actual game. And obviously those things are only going to get better. The graphics of these games are not going to get worse anytime soon. They're only going to get better. Developers keep saying they haven't even unlocked the full potential of the Xbox One, reaching at 1080 60 frames per second. We see very few games hitting that. So once you get that 60 frames per second mark, it's only a matter of time before the next generation of consoles comes yet again, and we get 4K gaming. 4K monitors and TVs are becoming more and more popular and cheaper. So that's really the next step for things to go. And like I was saying, the mechanics, they're at an all-time high for the improvement rate. Each year, they're getting better and better, and they just keep pumping out these games year after year and just creating amazing experiences. And I think that really is the telltale sign that sport games, compared to FPS games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, are basically accelerating faster. Now, obviously, games like Madden and FIFA come nowhere near close to the player base of, let's say, Call of Duty. The pre-order numbers are nowhere near each other. There's nowhere near as much hype. But it is interesting to compare the two because we don't really see realisticness as a priority in those games, at least visually. We care about nice graphics and whatnot, but it doesn't need to be ultra photorealistic like we see in FIFA, Madden, and NHL, where if you punch someone in a hockey fight, bruises will appear, blood might fall out in the UFC games, which are massively popular or getting more popular. And so all that good stuff, all these changes are just creating awesome experiences, and I highly recommend, if you're even the slightest of sports fan but not a fan of sport games, give it a shot. Rent them, buy a used copy if you don't want to pay the full $60. They're always on sale, or if you can find trade-up deals and things like that. Check your coupon section of your local newspaper. I don't know. But tell me what you think about the future of next-generation gaming, specifically for sport games, and what your favorite sport game is of all time. Love to get that conversation going in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, Wizard out.